Sarah, you recently got married, as we all read in the Boston Globe, to Marco Morgese, who's sitting right here. And Marco is a foreign-born, foreign national. You're Italian. Where in Italian are you from? Where? Italy?
Roma.
And you can sponsor him to be a U.S. citizen by virtue of, the marriage laws of our country, except with DOMA, Katherine wouldn't be able to do that if she married someone who wasn't a U.S. citizen. And I'm just wondering for the both of you, has that inequality become clearer? Have you thought about that? And when did that kind of dawn on you?
Sure. I have to say, as I've seen Sarah and Marco kind of go through mountains and mountains and mountains of paperwork and all the stuff they have to do for immigration process, for the immigration process, it's really hit home for me because they have to constantly prove that they're in love, and they have to constantly prove that their relationship is real and it should be recognized. And for me, it was so real. It felt like we were kind of sharing this experience. I know I'm not in this marriage as much as I want to be. But it was definitely eye-opening for me because, I think we always just assumed Sarah's marriage would be easier than mine. And at least for me, it's been kind of a way that Marco and I have bonded and Sarah and I have bonded in that we, I'm not the only one that's kind of getting the short end of the stick a little bit. But
at the same time though, I've always said since this process is a nightmare, but totally with it. But we, as much of a headache as this has been and as much stress as we've been through, I always think at least we can do it. It is so heartbreaking and heavy for me and frustrates me on such a profound level that Katherine, by virtue of being born the way she was born, does not have freedom to love. That is unbelievable. And to act on that love. And so the kind of moment that always brings me back to center from when I'm like freaking out about this process is at least we can do it. And at least there'll be an outcome to this, and it is an uphill battle, but it's a battle we can fight. So it has, there's so many things I want to change about, the immigration and all that stuff, but I don't know how to do it. And so Marco and I talk all the time about really wanting to figure out how you can make change in this process because it's horrible, and it's especially horrible that Katherine wouldn't be able to participate in that just by virtue of being born the way she was. So it has been very eye-opening and very upsetting to learn about all the issues with this process just because you want to love somebody and follow through into a marriage just because of that.